What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Jeff Davis Road to the Show. I'm Mr. Affleck, 9916, as Jeff Davis gets us started out with his absolute favorite thing in the world. That would be the strikeout. So it's a bit disappointing for him, and it's also a bit disappointing of a day for all my American viewers out there. I'm assuming you all already know what happened earlier today. I guess a lot of you are probably watching this tomorrow now, but the United States lost to Belgium 2-1 in the World Cup round of 16, a chance to go to the quarterfinals. We played horrible the first half, and then it went to overtime, tied 0-0 at the end of regular time. Belgium scored twice, and we were able to score once and nearly tie it. It was one of those games where you could not sit down because your heart was beating too fast, and it was just a incredibly exciting game, but very disappointing overall. Oh well, I really wanted to see us to move on, but I have no idea who to root for now. Being that I take French class, I might just have to root for France, but I don't know. It would be nice to see Brazil win their home stadium too, so disappointed to see the United States out of it. I know if I have any viewers from the United Kingdom, you guys are even more frustrated, being that you're much better of a soccer nation, and your team did absolutely pathetic in the World Cup, so I figured I'd mention it though because our goaltender played really good. I just want to give a shout out to the United States for an amazing performance in what was called the Group of Death, that tie against Portugal and nearly tying Germany. We had two great games there, so disappointing, but we'll have to wait 4 more years to see what we can do. I think we're growing as a soccer nation. So, meanwhile, the Los Angeles Dodgers continue to lead the Giants by 2 games here in the NL West. About a month left in the 2015 MLB season, so for Jeff Davis, it comes down to this. He's really struggling recently, but this team trying to go to the World Series, trying to deliver me my first ever World Series championship and MLB The Show. I've done it before, but only because I simulated the entire year, so I'm trying to play through it and win a World Series. It would be a first for me, and it would be an awesome experience, so really hoping that we can get it done. Playing the Pirates here, they're pretty good too, but the one team we have to worry about is the Atlanta Braves. They are the best team now in the National League. They have passed us up for that title. We're still second best. We're still in the division lead, but we got to hang on and got to first off make the playoffs. Obviously, we want to win our division because it would give us home field advantages and stuff like that, and just give us other advantages in the playoffs. We won't have to play that wild card game if we don't win our division. So we'll see what happens. It's bound to be extremely exciting coming into the last few months of the season. I think there's about a month left by the end of this video. So the next video will have the rest of the 2015 season on it. And if we go to the playoffs, that'll be on here as well. So we'll see what happens. Meanwhile, Jeff Davis with an injury doesn't appear overly serious. He suffered an injury to his foot. He has to be replaced in the game. So not what you want to see. Always a scare there to see Jeff Davis getting hurt. Luckily, he's avoided bad injuries in his career. Nothing serious. He's never been put on the DL yet. As you see, he hobbles off the field there. On his ankle, doesn't look so good. As it turns out, bruised foot. It's a minor injury, so you will not be placed on the disabled list, but you will be forced to miss a few games. So nothing serious. That's good. And as you see, Jeff Davis actually ends up just missing, well, here we go. 1 game he misses, 2 game he misses. That's it. He misses 2 games, and listen to what they have to say about him in the next one.
Both teams getting their final warm-ups in as we welcome you back to the MLB pregame show. First pitch of Game 2 in our series is right around the corner, but before we turn that corner, here is our Topps Player Spotlight. Jeff Davis is our focus, as despite being an everyday starter, he's in danger of losing his club's faith. His manager said he continues to fail at living up to the expectations they've set for him. Eric, what do you make of all this?
Well, I'm not going to say he isn't trying, but you can get anybody to try. When your club has to repeatedly call you out for not falling in line with their expectations, there's an issue there. I think he's earned the right to a little more time in the starting lineup to turn things around, so hopefully he'll do just that. If he does, all this drama will fade away real quick.
All right, lineups and first pitch are coming up next. Stay tuned for that right here on the show.
So there you have it. Jeff Davis struggling pretty bad. You see right there, if you caught it on the bottom of the screen, his average is at 184. So consistently hitting in the 180s over his last few games. He gets a nice base hit up the middle here, and that advances that runner into scoring position. So good to see small stuff like that happening. Really, that's what a lot of his hits have been recently, are just singles. But right here, he lashes this one into deep right field. The fielder dives and misses. As soon as he misses, I make the decision to go to third base, and I thought about going home for a second, but Jeff definitely wouldn't have made it. A big triple, that scores a run. And that's the type of stuff that will, without a doubt, help your confidence and that sort of stuff. Without a doubt. So there's another base hit. That scores in a run. The second run was cut off by the left fielder, unfortunately. And then again with the bases loaded, 0-2 count. And, looks like I put the same clip in twice in a row into the video. So my mistake there. I've had a lot of technical difficulties with my iMovie recently. It's been extremely, extremely slow. The first part of this voiceover I recorded last night, and now it's Wednesday, July 2nd in the morning, and I'm recording the rest of it, which is this clip you hear of me now, and the stuff at the beginning of the video I recorded the day before because the computer was freezing for hours at a time, or iMovie was freezing, and I just couldn't get it to voiceover, and now I finally took my computer out of sleep mode, and all of a sudden it seems to be working fine today, so I really don't know. It's weird, and I don't like it, but you see Jeff Davis swinging and missing out a pitch there. Hopefully the technical difficulties go away, and hopefully Jeff starts to play just a little bit better as I take a look at a pitch and miss for strike 3. So another disappointing game there. 2 strikeouts. I get hit by a pitch, so that stings a little bit. Adding, I guess you could say, injury to insult this time. Reverse the phrase. So that's unfortunate, but as you see, the next game, we're down 2-1 with the bases loaded in the 6th. And I'm up to bat. I get a base hit. That's going to score in 1 run. The second run comes around third. The throw to the plate is going to be late. He scores. Look at these Dodger fans dancing with their little Think Blue sign. I like that. Cool to see that type of stuff in the game. That's what makes MLB 14 such a great game. The little animations, I'd never seen anything like that before in MLB The Shows, and I just happened to notice it at the end of the inning. So that was really, really cool for me to see that. And it's just cool that they put that type of stuff in the game. You know, that's what makes MLB The Show such a great game. So here we are coming to Pittsburgh. Another awesome experience, as I think I mentioned earlier in the video. My hometown in real life, obviously, as I said, Jeff Davis is from Boston, as part of the story goes if you watch the first episode. But this is my city, Pittsburgh, a ballpark I've been to in real life tons of times, and it looks beautiful here on MLB The Show. The only issue I have is that the buildings in the background aren't lighted up like they would be in real life. The lights inside the skyscrapers are not lit up in the city of Pittsburgh, although all the buildings are labeled extremely, extremely well. So I think they did an absolutely great job, but they just got to light it up a little bit. So I know on their website they have forums where you can suggest changes to ballparks. I'm definitely going to say, hey, you got to light up the city of Pittsburgh behind the stadium. It'll make it look oh so beautiful. But we really do have one of the best ballparks here in Pittsburgh because we have a skyline view coming from our center field, and not many other ballparks can really say that they have a beautiful angle of their own city behind it. In fact, I can't really think of a single other ballpark in which the whole city is just sprawled out from the outfield, in which you can really see it like that. And that's why I like PNC Park so much, because it has that incredible view, and I'm still trying to think of a ballpark that's like it, but I don't really think there is a whole another one in all of baseball. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think so. So maybe Boston a little bit, you can see it in right field, but I'm trying to steal, and the pitcher tries to pick me off. He throws it into the crowd. here in the top of the 12th inning. So I move on to second. And then the batter after me lines this one in the right field. I'm going around third, and I'm going to be home easily before a throw can even be made. That's the go-ahead run in the 12th. We win the game because of that, so that's when a base hit helps out my team. The better I can do, the better the chance that my team gets to this World Series. I got to be a part of this team moving forward. We'll see what happens as we move to the 2015 playoffs. We're a few games ahead now. As you can see, here's the standings. 3 games ahead of the Giants and now 7 ahead of the Rockies. So we got to close it out and make it to that World Series, or at least the NLCS, because we're going to have to play the Braves, and that's going to be the absolute hardest part of our season, is the 7-game series against the Braves, assuming we make it that far in the first place. But we'll see what happens. As you see, some of the other divisions, the Brewers are actually a 70-win team as well, so we're going to have to contend with them. We'll see what happens. I want to thank everyone for watching. Next episode will be the rest of the 2015 season. Rate, comment, subscribe. I'm Mr. Affleck9916. Thanks for watching.